The Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders, as darkness reclaims the wilderness for itself. Monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous, unless from within the safety of a Gauntlet Runner. The party, secure in their Gauntlet Runner, spends the night in peace, hidden from hungry gazes.
We just know that's going to end up flying. Right. It's going to become an airship. We'll call it the High Wind. We'll be in Matria in the day after tomorrow. What a kind of place Matria is. Could dazzle even the darkest night. Out here, you could barely see the horizon. It's comforting reminder of home, to be honest. I just couldn't appreciate it from... I think I get used to it soon. Likewise, we have a long journey ahead, and I would do well to adjust sooner than later. I haven't always been this weak, but the swain takes me back to times I'd sooner forget. After I lost my home, I was tossed between relatives, and each time it began with an agonizing journey in a rocking carriage. I suppose that's why I find my mind drifting to Halia. I often wonder how people who survived are faring now. Oh. Dream Eater Moth. Oh, right. Back deck. I was like, huh, back deck? I want to find where what's-his-face is. Ah. Oh, wisdom. I do want to hang out with him, but I want to get my imagination up, and we've really ignored what's-her-face a lot. Also, part of me is like wondering, is his social link, for lack of a better term, actually one that's going to happen naturally or not? Shouldn't we raise the ladder? Just saying.
Well met.
Ah, well met. I don't suppose you're overburdened with free time as I? Certainly a stranger travelling, but I've no idea how to spend out hours. If the night appeals, might we talk a bit? It definitely makes me feel like when we get the opportunity, we should always focus on leveling up our bonds, excuse me, rather than stats, because I feel like we'll have plenty of time to raise our stats as we go along between this and like nighttime and whatnot. That power we've awoken to. I've all sorts of questions, but what I really find curious are the forms we take on. Each has their unique aspects, but one bit they have in common is their armor-like appearance. I guess they have you in armor as well. What do you make of it? It's cool.
Certainly.
I think it looks cool.
I see.
I do find the authority of the design interesting, but I'm not speaking of how they look per se. In my opinion, the armor encloses the raging forces within us, allowing us to direct that power as one directs a horse by its reins. It is said people lose their magic because they refuse to confront their fears and anxieties, forever unaware of that power lurking within them. Is that not then the very condition to awakening our slumbering power. Also, hence why is it so exhausting and why it cannot be maintained for long. Hence why it is so exhausting. The ravenous appetite I feel afterwards is proof. Well, we'll do well to practice diligence maintaining our food reserves. She looks so pissed off in the portrait.
All right.
Oh, it's still not enough? It's getting quite late, but we've still got ways to go yet, so I'd very much like to continue chatting with you. Yeah.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Finally! We're out of the desert!
Huh?
Oh wow! I missed all this green!
Ugh. Why is it so bumpy? That'd be the change in terrain, lad.
See, you got to let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Must be nice to fly everywhere. What the? Did we just crash?
Of course not. That's
A cannonade.
Is that another one attacking, or...?
My star is rising! Ah! Sanctism will reign! Ah! It's them. Remember, from the opening ceremony, I think one of them is Guido, Forden's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Gladel.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't the king's magic petrify them for their aggression?
No, see where they're aiming. They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's legs.
This is like we're trying to land a fatal shot, just aiming to break the opponent's side's runner.
starting out in the wilds with no working runner. Whether they survive or not, they're dashed well out of the race.
So 'tis a clash to halt each other's advance. Damned fools couldn't resist a show of force.
Look! Over by the legs. That crier is there too.
I see. Acting as witness to the higher candidate's conflict. It seems Gladel cannot match Guido's firepower.
Our power hinges on winning Luis's favor. We can afford to abandon Gladel if he's... Can we afford to abandon Gladel if he's one of Luis's supporters?
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Guido's gonna win. And Forden gets a leg up on the competition.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna help him out. I don't like him. I don't like either of them, to be fair. Oh, but here's the thing. If we helped out the other guy, wouldn't that put us in bad... We're already in bad standing with the church. We're in Eldon.
Let's give Gladel a hand here.
Good thinking. That way we could win Luis's regards.
Agreed. Let us ride to Gladel's aid.
I say, hold on. You realize you're a no-name candidate, eh? If he wants to shut you out, he'll not have to aim for just our legs.
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just run. Didn't you say we had the fastest craft around?
Fine. Suppose there's no room for caution if we want the world's eyes on us.
Okay then, it's settled. Let's make sure he owes us big.
There should be an external runner phone out there.
We're here to help. Withdraw, Gladel. Who goes there? Why do you stand for Luis's forces? Well, sorry, can't get into it now. That Gauntlet. You're that commoner candidate who destroyed the Grand Cathedral! Was that not enough? You would profane the sacred a second time!
So be it. In God's name, be thou punished.
Oh. Oh! Looks like he knows the magic won't shield us. He's aiming to kill his here and now. Pebble!
You dare interfere in my fight! Know your place! Is it fame you seek? You thought by confronting me, you might lift your own names? Then you chose the wrong opponent.
I hate to interrupt, Oleg, but it's a touch more complex than that.
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk army have silenced all who would oppose the eminence of God.
Oh, look at that cocksure grin portrait.
Your petty ruses are beneath me. Now you shall know how powerless you truly are.
Remember, the king's magic means we cannot move to strike Godot himself.
Go for his followers first. We'll thin their numbers and turn the tide. Go, my brethren! Put the fear of God into these impious commoners!
Don't forget about the petrification magic!
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Warrior!
I will fight his power.
Oh, crap. I have the wrong person.
I won't hold back.
Oh, I don't even have anything. Oh, no.
Is there another way?
Yes. Don't get sloppy, Captain.
Crap.
What could you hope to achieve?
Cocky Smurf.
Take this!
This is nothing.
Can't even use him to heal.
He knows we can't attack him. He's toying with us.
Behold, we stand together.
You can do this.
I'll run you through.
Close your
We've
eyes.
got them right in their weak
It's too
spot.
early to go to his warrior. Hack and slash. Witness me, brethren. Garda. Behold
With
my
blade in
power.
hand.
That's not too bad. It's still over expensive, but...
Freeze.
Oh,
Shall
nice.
fight. Are you prepared?
Are
Are you well?
Medi.
That helped.
I'm obliged.
Completely forgot I had this one on.
What could you hope to achieve?
Hulkenberg's guard is down.
Hold on. We're looking good here.
For all that we strive for, let us fight as one.
Let's do this.
As the point of a sword.
Hulkenberg's ploy exposed
In the
a new
name of
weakness.
justice, I shall vanquish evil. More resilient than I expected. I would lose nothing by conceding this fight. But the faithful are watching. For the sake of my dear brethren, I must hold nothing back. Now! Feel the righteous truth of sanctism engraved upon your flesh.
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Rise, my brothers.
In there.
Dang it.
This is nothing.
Sanctism will reign! Damn it!
Hulkenberg's guard is down.
I won't hold back.
I don't want to spend money. Ah.
I'm counting on you.
Witness me, brethren!
Not behold. We stand together.
It's up to you now.
I'll run
I like
through.
this. Like,
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot.
I call upon royal power within!
oh, damn it. Assist.
They die hard! Behold my power!
Ready for impact.
With blade in hand. There.
Damn you!
So close.
Sanctism will reign!
Child's
Your
play.
tenacious-
God, Hulkenberg. Poetry in motion.
I still stand.
Hulkenberg's in bad shape. She needs help.
Warrior!
Oh, healing light! I knew you'd help.
Twas needed.
Let's stay calm. We're looking good here.
For all that we strive for!
So, the faithful are broken before you, yet your desperate struggling is for naught. You cannot defy the inevitable. I am immune to all your wicked harms.
Oh, he gets to do whatever he wants, and we can't even get near him.
Bend the knee and yield to the divine truth of sanctism. Now, are you prepared for the end?
Ha! I think not, you rotter!
What have you done to my gauntlet runner?
Kicked it.
We've nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's inoperable.
This is a waste of my time. So be it. You'll face your divine punishment soon enough.
Oh.
Phew. Finally, he took the hint.
I thought we were going to break it and then push him off.
Hey! Get down here! What are you playing at? You think I owe you now or something? I would have been fine without your meddling.
I guess you live to see another day.
I guess you survived this time. Don't you talk down to me. You want to see what I'm really capable of?
Why, Gladell, surely you can spare some manners for a crew that saved our lives? Honestly, that got a bit ugly for my liking.
Well, well, well. Do my eyes deceive me? Juna the songstress in the flesh. What brings you all the way out here? A little tryst on the road, is it?
Nothing so saucy. I'm afraid this cad's just my chauffeur. Now please, darling, a little privacy, or I'll have to charge for an interview.
Fair enough, miss. Fair enough. Nothing you're not used to. Consider me chastened and shoed. Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just as promising.
You surprised me out there, love. You bested Godot. So you're not just a pretty face. You were more help than my useless driver, at least.
Look here. However talented and famed a songstress she may be, you must remember to contain yourselves.
Songstress? Wait, is she the same Nidia lady who sang at the opening ceremony?
She's just not composed at all.
Aye, but that's... oh, blast it all, I can't take it anymore.
Does he only care about the runner? Yep.
I'd know the suspensions anywhere. You had Caden workshop on this, eh? Yes, those are quality parts and no mistake. Luis really shells out for his own.
By the crown, you can't be serious! She is Juna! The kingdom's greatest singer! The dulcet diva! Oh, this is preposterous! Surely I can't be the only one starstruck? Really? No one else wants to shake her hand? Then, on behalf of this group, I suppose it falls to me.
I wouldn't mind doing it if we get more powers.
You're an interesting little ensemble. Wait, is that a fairy? A real living one? Where did you...
Hey, up there!
Ah.
An airborne gauntlet runner. He's actually finished it.
Hello.
Luis.
My Lord Luis. How kind to provide a personal escort.
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like Gladel got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the Sanctist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Forden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
My humblest apologies, my Lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
Glad to see Lady Juna's safe, at least.
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug. And I would have if these insolent fools hadn't.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
It would seem you had to clean up my associate's mess. I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
I'm a candidate.
I'm just another candidate.
Indeed. Then we are both striving for the throne. One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side. And you have a gauntlet runner. Most curious. What made you decide to enter the competition? Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance, so choose your words wisely, okay?
He's asking why I became a candidate. How should I split there?
I want to help you, Count Luis.
Oh? You fight in my name, do you?
Really now? So, you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
We want to help anyone in need. That's what we believe in. Anyone. Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of sword hands.
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them? Why? I dare say I saw them use magic without igniters.
Please, I know we can help you. We want nothing more than to see your vision realized.
Oh, he's back.
Lord Luis. You do know what that vision is built on, don't you? If you would claim yourself my ally, then prove your power before all the kingdom's eyes. You can't change the world without power, after all. If you can manage that, I'll consider your proposal.
See you, loves.
Don't think this changes anything. Come on, Hector!
It soars like a damn bird.
Right then, that could have gone worse. We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
No thanks to that Gladel. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Well, at the very least, Luis knows our faces. All we have to do now is avoid screwing it up.
He wants to see our power, does he? Then let's find Heisme, bring him to justice, and show the nation we're a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, that went well.
Birds return to their nests, and the darkness claims its dominion. The Gauntlet Runner at last arrives at its repose, a place grown thick with trees. Are the sounds from between the trees just the leaves being caressed by the wind? Or are they the whispers of the beguiling beings of the dark? The party never has to find out, for they are safe within the Gauntlet Runner.
Gee whiz, this Gauntlet one is great.
Oh, damn and blast!
Damn and blast indeed.
Did you hear that?
It's over. The end of the road. So ends the life of the genius engineer.
What say we go check on him?
Do we get to shake hands now?
Hey! Nurse, you okay?
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. It's nothing, really.
You seem troubled.
Is there something troubling you?
Ah, well, I suppose you could say that. It's just the runner, you see? She's in top shape, but I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty, you know, top of her class. Something that would make even old Luis's runner look like a ballet apple cart. I'd not be floundering so much if I just had a bit of spark.
A spark?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration. A moment of epiphany, like when I saw the lost relic.
Lost relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
Ah, yes, context. They say that long, long ago, there was a civilization so highly advanced it was beyond all modern understanding. Automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that they lived lives of convenience and comfort.
They also had a sport. It was played underwater with a ball. It was called blitzball. It was really cool.
But somehow, that civilization just up and disappeared. God only knows what happened to them.
Sounds kind of far-fetched already.
Hear me out, would you? The point is, once in a stretch, you hear about someone unearthing relics from those days of yore.
There's point out how adorable her sitting animation is. Air quotes on sitting. Would that count as sitting? Yeah.
Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
Have you seen one?
Have you ever seen one of these yourself?
Oh, yes. When I was but a young sproglet, there was this loony old inventor in my neighborhood, both quite brilliant and quite daffy, as they often are. That old fellow only showed me his find once, but even seeing it lit a fire in me, like being struck by lightning. After that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas, ideas, ideas rising to the surface. And my tinkering always came out marvelous. Some proper court engineer-worthy genius. Something about it utterly captured my imagination. The lost relic, I mean.
Wow. You could try getting him to show you again.
If only I could. That old fellow went back to his own hometown. That single solitary glimpse of the past was all I had. The old goat. He told me he'd leave me the relic in his will.
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
Let's go kill him and take so then you can get it.
Oh, some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Camiro or some such.
Maybe we should look into Camiro when we get to Matura.
This one's important.
Ooh. The old inventor once knew was living in Camiro. Village, who dissolved into doom and gloom again and headed towards our now sleeping quarters in the Gauntlet of Water.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
So, we'll arrive in Matua this evening then? Good. Soon we'll be liberated from this blasted shaking. Liberated. I do believe I could take offense to that. The fairy girl's right, you know. Courage would have never kept this pace. Some gratitude would be appreciated. Apologies. I'm grateful. It's just hard to show while on the verge of losing your lunch. That, and I pray we can avoid further hindrances like yesterday's.
Isn't that...
Since we arrive in town, we're supposed to meet with Bardon, right? I'm sure the sights will be distracting, but let's not keep the man waiting.
Departing the capital and barreling southward, the party's gauntlet runner at last arrives in the old castle town, Artira, where their client Bardon awaits. The towering castle's stark walls stare down coldly upon its visitors. The only question now is whether or not this gambit was the right move.
Tis far more desolate a place than I'd heard.
Not many people out. It's like everyone's afraid of something.
Ah, you're here! I've been hoping you'd show up soon.
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you. We'll not go back on our word.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure Lady Joanna will also be pleased.
Oh?
Oh, your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this city. She's also a most holy sanctoress of the Sanctus Church. She lives there, in Criganti Castle.
I take it the locals are hoping for His Eminence Forden to win the tournament.
Aye, naturally. No sane and righteous man would want Luis on the throne. Speaking of, I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates' gauntlet runners. The criers say Forden's ally suffered the worst of it.
Ah, well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them, I mean. Some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
It's really none of my business.
Ah. Aye. Best not to get distracted by this tattle when you've got a mission to attend to. Admirably practical.
Got quite a positive outlook, doesn't he?
Captain, are you sure we can trust these strangers? These bounty boarders are always in it just for the money.
Looks like his officer's not on our side just yet.
It's not a bad, not a bad point to make, at least.
Can he be rude, Morris? They've come a long way for our sakes. Now, I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey. Let me show you to an inn. You can try our local speciality, perhaps.
Ah, you've a local delicacy. 'Twould be a welcome treat.
You chaps go on. The old girl needs a bit of maintenance after carrying us so far.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
Too much at stake, lad. Go on, don't worry, and I'll sort her out. Might well fix the Bally waterworks while I'm at it.
Come, everyone. This way.
Is this some kind of smoked dish?
It looks like a bug, like a grub. It looks yummy, though.
Roasted larvae of the giant sandworm. It's Martira's culinary speciality. Cooked to a delicate finish, just enough to preserve all the natural juices and flavors of the innards.
Oh good. Larval innards.
Tis a unique texture, to be sure, but the taste is divine. Exquisite.
Munch, munch, munch.
You're completely serious, aren't you?
Why wouldn't you be?
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
That's great.
Looks great.
What is with that smile? Not you two.
The rich flavors are bursting in my mouth. It's surprisingly tasty.
You fairly eat with gusto, young man. Passion worthy of a royal candidate.
Morris does not look amused.
How was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch a bit, but it's harmless, I assure you.
Would that I had time to try more of your dishes, but... to business. Can you fill us in on the details of all these kidnappings?
Aye. Our wee ones have been going missing for at least 6 months. All told, we're looking at 15 children now unaccounted for.
And you think this Heismay is your culprit?
I'm told he's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. Seems to me that with nothing else to lose, he's gone rogue.
For a man who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors. 'Tis unacceptable. We must end this quickly, for our sake and his own.
If I recall the brief, it'll be quite a feat to even get near this Heisme. His hideout was in the midst of the Sandworm's territory, yes?
I just noticed, I can never remember her name. The fairy. No, I can't. Her mug is just upside down, so she has a seat. It's adorable.
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't going to make this easy for us.
So, is Heisme's hideout way out here? Looks pretty far from Martira. Oh, I smell trouble.
Rival Gallant Runner.
Here's where we are now.
It's a campground.
Let's see here. Let's...
Okay.
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder how he can even survive out there.
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
Let's save this town together.
Let's work together to save this town.
We're awful grateful to have you. And don't worry, we'll pay you what you're due. After all, nobody else in the royal capital would give it a second glance.
We help anyone in need. That's why we've come this far.
Inspiring words, young man. Now, I hope you're not full yet. We've a whole spread of other dishes for you. Now this is the pride of the town. A fine sweetmeat made from the juvenile sandworm's entrails. You'll find this tastes as sweet as any dessert. Together, I'm sure we can find a way to the stronghold without falling prey to those worms. Now, please, dig in.
I love how they give What's-Her-Face a full portion as well, and then her own bowl. Like,
Tis altogether different from the roast. Why, tis succulent as a mellow fruit. Another marvel.
much. She's so happy eating.
You must have gotten used to eating anything you had to out in the wild, eh?
I'll schedule a meeting with the Honourable Lady Joanna tomorrow. Please, rest your weary heads for today.
If they aren't here to con a free meal out of us, that is.
Now, let's go.
It's been a while.
It's been ever since I had to say spacious bed.
Exactly.
Galcia, there we go. I'm going to meet the lady of the town first thing in the morning. So get your beauty sleep, okay? Oh. Don't mind me. I only just arrived here just now, so it's not like I overheard the conversation you just had with Bowden. Or even if I did hear something, it's not like a telling one. I would never would made it as a professional informant if I didn't know how to handle sensitive information. That's right. If there's anything you need, a city there.
Pleasure to see you.
Requested Bowden. The entire tavern has been reserved for your party's private use today. I had to kick out a house full of drunkards for this. I hope you're all worth it. Still, it was nice of you to come all this way, traveller. Please make yourself comfortable. The bed's in the back, past the door next to the deck. All the cuisine here was delicious to the last meal. Metaphore is a fine city indeed, which makes the I love her quirk of just enjoying food, and that being something that, you know, even more demanding. Look how angry she is. Hunting him will be a trial indeed. To be expelled from the order is one thing, but to be wholly stripped of knighthood, I would not be surprised if the man's given into despair. So I guess this is like our second city.
All right then.
Yeah, neat. You can feel skilled craftsmanship in this cupboard. Looks like there's something in the back here. Oh, mine now. Not bad. Maybe Bardon left it there for us. Marble fireplace. The winters here must be harsher than the ones in Grand Trad. Finally free of those tiny mana bunks. Nice to sleep in an inn, isn't it? Either works. As long as I can sleep, it doesn't matter where.
Right?
I can see the monsters out there. I can see the monsters out there when we camp on the runner. So I rest easier at the inn. Wish Naris would come inside with us, but I suppose if the runner is a castle, then he is its king. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Now let's save, because once again, let's beat a bit. Save complete.